This is a Bally 8 Ball. That's actually running a Dash 17 board. It's got a weird problem I've never run into on the control lighting. Probably can't see it real well with the lights on, so I'll turn them off and I'll show it to you. So I just got the backboard pretty much just plugged in right now, just to kind of show it. But if you'll notice down here, these 4 lights right here are players 1 through 4. So 1 and 3 are pretty much always lit. Okay, that could be nothing more than just a locked on, a bad transistor. But notice that when the lamps are strobing, we're in a track mode right now. So 1 and 3 are always on. 2 and 4, even when they go off, are still dimly lit. This is player 3. It's doing the same thing. And this would be the game over light, or maybe high score. I think it's actually high score to date. So notice, okay, now we're flashing high score to date, and then when we go off, we're still kind of strobing the lamps. I've never seen this, in a Bally game. These are all discrete wired, wire for wire, back to the lamp board. You see problems like this maybe in a lamp matrix, but that's just not what we have here. So this one will be interesting. Pull the lamp board out and put it on the tester, see what it says, and then we'll go from there. Alright, I have removed the lamp board from the game and put it on a Bally brown box, factory lamp tester. This usually sits back in my office, but for the purposes of this I brought it out in the garage. So this tester will effectively test any Bally Stern lamp board from 77 to 84. So we'll just we'll turn it on, and it should cycle through all the lamps, assuming we don't have any problems. It did. So lamp board pretty much is good. One thing that's cool about this lamp tester is so it's on auto right now. You can also you can put it on manual, and with your selectors you can you've got 4 decoders. You got this one, this one, this one. So you can effectively select the sections of the board. So we'll turn it on and put it on 1, 0. Where we are? 1, 1, 0, and 1. Okay. So with the selectors, I can scroll through each transistor individually, then transfer over to the second decoder, and then go through all those. So if you've got an issue with one specific circuit, it's pretty cool. You can isolate it. We'll scroll through them all. Anyway, so lamp board's good. So I don't know. Move on to whatever's next. CPU, MPU, or maybe a wiring issue. Like I said, this is I've worked on a lot of Bally Dash 35 stuff, and this is honestly a problem that I've never seen before. So the fix will be good. Well, I got the problem fixed. Game's booted up. It's in a tracked mode. You can see that 1 and 3 down in the player that shows the number of players, they're not lit now, and they're not strobing doing the dimly lit stuff. And then like when we go to the high score, part of the back glass, it's off and on as it strobes the high score. So part of my process was I put the lamp board on the tester, and it said it was good, and just because I wanted to make sure, I put I went and got a known good board, threw that in there, and same result. Really didn't think it was wiring, so I grabbed I keep an Ultimate MPU laying around. Really just this one actually has issues, but for the most part it'll boot and run. So I keep it laying around. Threw it in the game, and problem went away totally. So that isolated the wiring. So we know it's not a wiring issue. Really kind of puts it back on the MPU. So then I went to the prints, and so on the prints, yeah, This is what a workbench looks like. At least that's what mine looks like. Messy as all get out. It's gonna be pretty hard to see, but this line right here is a strobe line for the lights, and this right here is all the data stuff. So I looked at all the data stuff and looked at the strobe line. That's pretty much it. I take it back. I also threw U10 as the PIA that drives the lamp data. I did put one of those in there. I didn't fix it. So anyway, looked at the prints and checked all the components in the data stuff. So this is what I ended up finding. I could actually duplicate the problem. This wire right here, which is pin 11, it's white and orange. This is the strobe for the lamp circuit. And as you can see, we're back to the same issue. High score to date, it goes bright and then kind of goes back to a kind of a dimly lit state. 1 and 3 on the player, on the players are back up, and everything's strobing real weird. Here's some of the issues on the playfield too. Is these lamps up here, the balls, they shouldn't be lit right now. That's just not the way this game runs in attract mode. So I put the strobe line back in, and so the problem goes away. All the lights are working like they're supposed to be. So ultimately what it ended up being was dirty header pins on the MPU. That's ultimately what the problem was. But it's an issue that I hadn't seen before. Thought it was pretty unique, and maybe somebody has this problem, they'll run across this video and it'll help them out.